first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And no return on this one as the first catch is 64 and taken. Officially nothing on that last one. Try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Richard. Sometimes I think these defensive guys got a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers, runners to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. This time you use quickness to make the play. 3 real danger in their opening drive. It's 3rd and 12. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion. They can set the tone for things to come. They're able to keep finding ways to beat the defense. That's just throwing all at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
To the side. So the completion is over 39 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
The catcher is here to short. Without letting his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before even getting down coverage can react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. This one and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, whatever strength they put together for this offensive drive, Travis seems to be good. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan. I mean, the way they're advancing the first part, it's like they're on the practice field, having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball down the field with purpose.
First down, and that play will go. Here's a using his back here for the 49. 2 yards there on the 2nd and 12.
Sometimes just sit back on what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner.
On 2nd and 12, Lance finding a safety here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down about the 40 and goes to the 35. The passing game is found a rhythm. He's now 4-4. Might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
Maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let the ball down. I wouldn't get away from him doing that because he's got a good chance of missing this one off there.
Toward the sideline, and now the first down. Keep the feet inbounds. That game is going to do some downs. 36, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's finds Danny Hill. And they're going to be set down the 15-yard line. The enemies returns 21 yards. Now the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening goal.
Let's talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anywhere near the guy to run the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to pick up about 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and a foot.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really, really like they haven't been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts seeing the cover from the defense, he uses his aggressiveness against them.
Now they send him out and motion right. They run around Mitchell. And the secondary of Texans is going to get him as they stop him. It's
We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well in second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call on. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for a run. Worked out well. How about this opening drive? This is third down. The Lance going to throw. Into a sea of defenders. Intercepted. Picked up by Josh Whitehead.
I think he came in here thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this, advantage defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, the kick from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out from the back of the end zone. So we'll start here at the 25. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brandon, you know, this is good because this is the fear of the backs when they run this to this route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts. But give him credit, able to get it out to the
second down, there's an option right.
I don't think it's all been his and them. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Man, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to turn it around first down as the tackle is made and the Vikings get the 1-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. Deebo Samuel with a line of 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after good. And we are tied at 7. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Giving 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready. Let's go.
From the 44, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit, coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Oh, the pressure affected him there as he really mishits this one. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackled him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Lance. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that first route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Lance. Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Lewis.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this down around the 47-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the lead here this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Lance to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Wilson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this belongs to the Vikings.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. He wanted to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Vikings! Amari Cooper, 53 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Now the try here for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the middle with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings answered back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he finds Kittle going across the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Lance. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
We have seen... And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Vikings! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd and goal, Lance to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is and all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.